Yes and hello. Hexloom cannot pick up the phone right now.
Please leave him a message with your cellular device and he will get back to you next week.
Here is the number to leave a message. Thank you.
We have prepared an intro for you this week. Please enjoy the moving frame picture.
Yes, and welcome to the gamer hole.
I am very depressed. Dr. Man, what are you doing in my room of mess? You are depressed. Come with me to your room for car. Yes, okay. PLZ go stand on target. Okay and yes. Thank you. I am now rest.
Welcome to the gamer hole. This morning, Aqua is not here, and Charborg is here instead.
Welcome, Charborg. I've got big shoes to fill.
Massive shoes. Aqua has gigantic feet.
I've seen them. He keeps sending me pictures of them. He won't stop sending me pictures.
Charborg, we've never met. I think you've met Dekie, right?
Yeah.
That was the time that we told Dekie that he was in big trouble because he was 5 minutes late or whatever, and Charborg made him feel terrible.
I still feel bad.
Not late today. Well, yeah, ZChums meet Charborg.
Charborg. I binge watched like 6 of your videos last night because I had never seen any.
And
I was like,
they're kind of nutty.
I was like, damn, this guy's also in Creators Club, and I've never watched any of his videos. I'm a fucking asshole.
It's all right. Where are you at, Kings? Are you in a forest?
I'm in a forest. This is actually my forest. Yeah, I took a picture the other day, and I got Omid hanging out with me and a few other characters, of course, because they just hang out in there.
What is the thing above your head? It looks like a banana floating that's like
I see you never played RuneScape.
No.
That is a firefly from RuneScape.
And I played RuneScape.
Oh, I see it now. I see that. Okay.
There's a little guy on the left, a little teeny tiny guy.
You mean the guy kicking this tree, or do you mean the
guy in the little carriage? Who is that?
I don't know. I've never seen it before. He just hangs out in my woods.
What about the blue robot above?
That's Astro from PS5. As a reminder that I still haven't sent ZChum the PS5 yet.
Yeah, I was gonna message you and ask you where that is. Not like it's a free PS5.
No.
Not like
honestly,
I don't want to
be. I don't want to be mean to myself here, but it's completely because I'm lazy. I can't find a box that fits it well, and I'm lazy to cut down a box and make like an actual box.
You know that Killa helmet I have behind me on my shelf, right there. A viewer sent me that to borrow. He sent me that.
Still waiting for you to send that one back too.
Yeah,
to borrow for a week.
Box and,
when I got my final kill, and he was like, "Wear it on stream; it'll be great." And then you can send it back. That was a year ago. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna find a box. I'm gonna send it, and I just haven't.
When I shipped my PS5 from Mexico to my brother, I like took it to DHL, and I was all like, "Can I like get a box to like put this in there?" Like, yeah, we'll put it in one. Like 4 days later, when my brother emailed me saying that he got it, he was all like, "Man, you just shipped this thing just straight up with without a box?"
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I was all like, "And it got there?" But apparently they did not put it. So you don't need a box, Kings.
I'm putting it in a. Actually, for anyone that wants to steal ZChum's thing, it's going to be in a Dell printer box, I believe. I just have to cut it down. Because it's a little bit big. Like, it's huge. Like, the printer was bigger than the PS5, so.
Yeah, there's hordes of people outside waiting to steal my mail.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So yeah, hey Charborg, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yo. What do you guys usually get up to on here?
We just talk about general random stuff, cryptocurrencies, World of Warcraft.
We're not doing crypto today.
You said we were ZChums.
today. No, we
crypto.
can't do it, man.
Screw crypto.
We've done crypto for like the last six episodes in a row.
Yeah.
We can't do it. You know what we can talk about is each of our individual opinions on ASMR streamers getting banned for showing their asses on stream.
Oh God.
And they're already all unbanned. They got banned for like 3 days.
3-day ban.
For anybody who doesn't know, a bunch of the hot tub streamers decided to like go over and do ASMR streams instead, but their stream like mainly consisted of them laying on their bed with the camera like just right on their ass, right? And Twitch banned them and then unbanned them after like 3 days for like the 5th time.
There's so much more to this, ZChum. There's
Yeah,
so
you're
much.
miss-
You're
you're
missing
missing a
so
lot
much.
of
What
good
am I
stuff.
missing?
So like, they were all doing the hot tub thing because it was hot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the hot tub was hot too, but like, yeah, you get it. And then Twitch is all like, we got to do something about this because this is gonna get out of hand real quick. And I mean, it took them like a month, but then they made the hot tub channel. But then the hot tub channel views are shit, so the girls were all like,
right. So like, I don't want
PhD
to. I don't want to
whatever his
be
name
here.
is. Yeah, they're like, we
Right.
got to be where the views are at. So fuck hot tubs. We're moving back to the bedroom, and we're gonna bring out the ASMR mics, and we're just gonna lick ears.
So that was the big thing is they made sucking and licking sounds while doing very weird yoga poses essentially. That was essentially the big thing, and like great on them for the hustle. I know that Indie Fox I think even tweeted or something like that about she's like, this is what it takes to be a streamer, like to be a top streamer. How does Twitch allow this? And then she got banned later, but she made a buttload of money for 2 days before
probably made
getting
like
banned.
50 grand a day doing that.
She's just laughing. She's laughing her ass to the bank, right? And she used to be like a music streamer too, and I think she's just sort of given up. And she's like, whatever the hot thing is, I'm swapping to. And then, so it's funny that they are even like totally aware that Twitch is not following their guidelines, and they're just gonna.
Amaranth's always been very upfront about that too.
Yeah, they've always been like, hey,
for a long time.
we're just gonna skirt the rules, and we'll see how far Twitch lets us go. And then Twitch only gives them 3-day bans, so
It was like 2 days, I think.
good on them for the hustle. You know.
You guys made fun
meanwhile,
of me for
if,
my microphone. I'm gonna get one of those ears instead of this
You should.
USB mic.
Yeah. I honestly think that's what Charborg does, like while he's streaming, right?
Dude,
He's just like,
imagine watching one of Charborg's videos. You got your headphones on, but his voice is like directional the whole fucking time. As he's narrating, he like whispers into like one ear.
You can see the like, you know how when people have a cam, you got the mic at like the corner, just barely visible. Sometimes it would just be like the outline of an ear. You would just see like that white
ear,
the really white ear, and I was just like, yeah, that's gonna be what I do. How much are those things? Wait, I gotta do a quick Google search.
expensive. They're like 600, 700 maybe.
600?
I think it's around 500. Yeah.
That's in my budget. That's well within my budget. I think we might make this happen.
For a directional mic?
Well, I honestly think you can just grab 2 mics and put them on both sides and do very
know, that's
similar.
what I'm-
You know, yeah.
But I want the ear. I don't care about what if it's directional.
The
I
ear
don't
is
give a
pretty
shit about
hot.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
I
What if you
just gotta
got
have
like
that
an
ear.
ear cup? You just put like a
Okay,
giant
yeah.
ear and just
You know they
put it right
have
onto
those
you. Hello.
like
Yeah.
prosthetic, not prosthetic. What is it, like the mannequins for like medical use? I'm pretty sure we could get an ear.
Yeah.
One of those, just skin one of those and put it.
Or
How
you
much-
should
yeah, skin.
you should
get
get
a
the
mannequin
ear
and
mic.
skin it.
get the ear mic and put it in the mannequin and use the whole fucking
Yeah,
mannequin.
dude.
as the mic.
and it's gonna be it'll be muffled and like it's and like it's just gonna be this big mannequin head, and I'm like, put yourself in his shoes, pretend it's you. I'll do all sorts of shit to this mannequin.
Right,
Start torturing the
you
mannequin
in-
on
in
stream.
Sharpie.
But we are missing the main thing with the whole ASMR thing is like what I like to call the fart heard around the world.
Oh yes, the fart.
Because
yeah.
like that's what like I don't know if that's what Twitch drew the line with, and then they're like, all right, we got to cut some of these.
Why, one of
But
them
I mean, it was like
ripped
the
ass?
same day, according to my information. I mean, this is all secondhand, of course. I don't know anything about these streams, but wait, was it Indie Fox that did it?
I don't know who did
What
it.
happened?
I think
did
it
hear
was
about
an
the farting
Amaranth.
into the mic. Yeah.
And
what
and
happened?
and apparently there had been quite a lot of discussion. And this is what I'm confused about is like, was she just like, hey guys, I need a fart. You guys want to hear it? Donate like
No.
$1,000? Or had it been like at the start of the day, she's all like, when it comes, if you guys have this much money, I'll do
I
it.
don't know.
Like
What
how
happened?
Was she
like
paid
or
for that?
she just fart on command.
Yeah, what happened?
Because she was on her bed and doing like the yoga
Yeah.
pose, and apparently she got the ear mic and just like put it back there and then let it go.
I want someone to fart
That's
in my
amazing.
ear like that. That would be so cool.
Honestly, how much does it cost to get someone to come into my house and just fart in my ears? Like that's what I'm
Treat me
wondering.
like your little ear mic. I want them to like
It-
get right up on me and whisper at me.
So like, yeah, I just want to know how did she go about getting like, because clearly there had to have been some incentive for that to happen. I doubt she offered that up for free. But like, could she fart on command? Was she just really gassy that day and be like, I know I can like pull one out if I need to?
Maybe she was just people were offering the whole time, and then she was like, "Hey, one's coming," and then they just dropped something. I don't know if she got paid for. I don't know. Like
I still don't even know
And-
what happened. What happened? You keep
She
talking about
just
this
farted
fart.
into the.
She
She just
farted
farted
into her
into the
mic.
mic.
Oh,
yeah,
And then that was the same day I think that Twitch banned both her and Amaranth.
yeah.
Like that was the climax.
XQC calls for Amaranth and Indie Fox Twitch channels to be permabanned after their ASMR fart streams. Did they both do it?
I don't know.
Dude, this sounds
Oh,
sick,
I
though.
don't know if they both did.
I've
Like, the
farted
thing
in the
is
mic
that-
before.
It's not the. I don't really blame them too much. I think they're doing their hustle, making their money, whatever. It's like Twitch for allowing this kind of crap over the last whatever long. They just need to make rules and then stick to them. Like,
I'm
if
not
they
gonna
wanna allow
pretend
it, fine.
that if I couldn't just shit into a microphone and make 50 grand that I wouldn't do it. Okay, like if I could just
No.
completely-
Exactly. Like I respect the hustle. Like
yeah,
you know,
If I
if
can
someone
shit
pays me 50
myself
grand
on
to fart into a
Twitch-
mic, I'd probably do it.
and make 50 grand, I'm
Probably
gonna
do it. I'd do it for like $20.
Yeah, you get banned for 20. You might get banned though, Decky, depending on how you do it.
$20 is $20.
is pretty good though.
Um,
No, but like I don't know, whatever. It's over.
yeah.
I don't think
Whatever.
anything big is going to come from it. Twitch is going to say something like they're going to give out a big statement saying that they cannot ban people for being attractive, like they did with the hot tub streams, and we'll forget about it in a week
All it's
until
gonna take
Amaranth
is
comes up with
one-
another crazy
One
thing.
underage child. I actually saw somebody tweet that. People are
I
like
agree. No,
starting to think the same way, where they're like, "Oh, if Twitch
I-
won't like say that this is sexual, then what are they gonna do when a 15-year-old starts doing it, like showing just like focusing on their ass on stream? Then is it sexual, Twitch? Now that like a minor's
Right.
doing it?"
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before, and that's
Yeah.
just like the scary part. Is like eventually we'll lose, like every streamer might lose income because of it, because like if an ad pulls out, your CPM will go lower. And I know that a lot of people don't make much money on ads, depending on your size, for streams, but that also means that Amazon makes more money off you and they won't give you better, deals for partnership and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So if people are like, well, don't worry about it, I don't make money on ads, you're wrong, because if ads go down, then Amazon will find another way to make more
Everything
money off you.
goes
So
down.
don't-
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that needs to be adjusted. Twitch needs to look into it, but whatever. Good on them for the hustle.
Yeah, good for them. So, Charborg, I wanted to talk about your videos and how long they take you to craft, to engineer, to make, because
Okay.
I am a man who spends 5 months to make one video, and
Yeah, it takes a long time. I made one video that took 5 months of working every day from like when I woke up to when I just was too tired to keep going. I don't know. It's like a love-hate thing where it's really nice to like certain aspects of it, and when you finally get it done, it's like very nice, but the process, it's like, oh my god, it's stressful. I only recently in the past couple years started doing Twitch to go along with it, so it's like like doing something else alongside editing for like months at a time, and then
yeah, it adds that
Oh,
extra
Don't go
thing
as
on.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
yeah.
time I stream, I feel like I'm because you get so used to like those like just months and months of editing, and when you're not editing, you feel like you're like wasting time, right?
Dude,
Exactly. If I'm not editing, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I'm wasting time, or I'm like skipping out on like working or something to stream. But I get that like streaming now I feel like streaming is also just part of that. You have to just like incorporate the streaming into it.
Yeah, I'm still not to that point where like I'm still, like you said, just I'm like, oh my god, I should be editing right now. Like I have to take a shit. I don't have time for this. I gotta be editing right now.
You know, just put a diaper on. Do the gamer diaper, right? And then
That
take a
is true.
shower
That's
after.
the logical
That's what it is.
step there. I need to just invest in some big boy diapers and just take care of stuff.
Yep.
Kings constantly berates me about not starting a YouTube channel, and this is why, Kings. I don't want to become these people.
You don't need to edit like them. You just need
I
to
want to live my life.
That is true.
I'd never be able to edit like them.
I feel like if Dekie had a YouTube channel, it would just be a glorified second channel of like Twitch highlight type.
Yeah,
content.
that's all it would be. Yeah,
that's
all
why
you need to do.
That's what I don't want. That's what Kings keeps telling me to do. I'm like,
need.
no, if I did stuff, I'd actually want it to be like real.
No, you just need to. I mean, it'd help your Twitch so much just to have something somewhere else. That's all.
I think
all I'm gonna say
take
is
the dive.
You just buy one of those ear microphones and see where it takes you. I think it's gonna. The videos are gonna edit themselves.
Good decision.
You're a
I know when it
guy,
popped off.
Dekie. I think you'll do very well on the fart ASMR.
I mean, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Dekie was one of the top e-boys for PUBG on that egirl.gg or whatever it was called. He was one of the top e-boys on there. So
I was Warzone. I was purchased a lot.
Warzone. Yeah.
Really?
I forgot about that's true. Yeah, you guys know about that site where you can like buy a gaming partner?
It's now called ePal, I think. But
it was called egirl.gg for a while because it's primarily aimed at, you hire girls to play with. But then because of some reasons they changed it to ePal. I was on it when it was eGirls. Mm-hmm. And I put up some very provocative pictures up there. And so you have pictures and you have like a little bio and a sound bit, and it has what games you play. And so like you go to the game section, you'll show up in that section. And I had some dirt sheet rates.
Whoa.
Whoops. Dirt sheet cheap rates. I was like $4 for a game, I think. But yeah, like I had this really dirty sound bit, and it was all like, hey, you want to get dirty and wild out on the battlefield with me? You can use and abuse me, and I'll be a piece of meat for you any day. And I had so many satisfied customers. I was like the #1 E-rated or E-boy on egirl.gg.
How long did you play?
Only in Warzone for like a week.
No, I mean like when somebody rents you, how long?
They rent you for like a game.
One game.
I think it was a game. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it was
what
a
if
game.
you
I think it was
just get
per
like,
game.
What if
Yeah,
you get
per.
just like snuffed right at the start?
Yeah,
Like,
I would always give them an extra one. Sometimes it would happen. I don't
fair.
ever think a girl bought me either. It's always
There's always
some
guys,
dudes. Yeah.
very interested guys. Very.
Yeah. But I also bought a lot of other dudes on there too.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to do this.
Buy
I
and
want
sell
to
dudes.
I want to charge like crazy though, and then like
Yeah, ePal, do it.
and then be super not worth it. Like they just come in and I don't talk, and I just act really like anxious and awkward and shit. And
then you immediately die at the beginning of the game, and you go, "Well, that's it. It was nice playing with you." And then you just leave.
I back out early. I'm in the background, like talking to like my girlfriend the whole time. Like I'm not even in the game.
There's a vacuum going in the background and a bunch of like children yelling every time you talk.
Or you can tell I'm like very obviously at the park or something, and like it's just someone, I don't know.
That was the thing. Is like when I first found the site, I like rented 1 or 2 dudes that like had a couple of ratings on there. And I was all like, oh, hell yeah, dude. And so I was like, I'm going to rent these guys. And this was one guy. He's like super like buff looking dude. He's all like, I'll be the lightning in your wings. And then like he had this like super crazy like bio talking about how great he was. And like we got on chat and he was all like, hey. I was like, what's going on, dude? Let's get some dubs. And he was all like, all right, you choose. And I was like, all right, man, let's go. And he's all like, okay.
Like what?
And I was like, oh shit, man.
He
got
just
ripped off.
Dude, he's been rented too many times. That's what it is. You know?
He's
got
used
sick of it.
used and
He's
abused.
wasted
used and
all of
abused
his
too much.
lightning. He has no thunder left.
What you need to do is do the opposite, where you have someone who's very, very cheap, but for like a long time, and they can't get rid of you. Like they buy you for $1 and they have you for like 72 hours, and you just like keep butting into their shit. Yeah, they nonstop blowing up their Discord, and they're like, "Oh my god, man, I'm having dinner with my family." Like, hey, will you live stream it? I want to watch. Like,
You still bought me. You can't get rid of me until your time's
we've
up.
got 32 hours left.
Also the
special
Fiverr thing.
promotion. One time
The thing we
only. I'm
talked
gonna
about last time.
extend your time for another 3 days.
Yeah, forcing
No,
yourself on for
please.
who knows how long.
But it's like the Fiverr thing, you know. We talked about Fiverr last time. What if we just went and bought like some of these guys? Like on Fiverr, there's some that say like, "I'll do all this work for like $1," right? And you're
Yeah.
like, "Wow, what are you really gonna do for that?" Like,
Yeah,
low
Kings
price?
is like,
just
But I
oh,
just,
yeah.
I kind of want to do it and just see like what
God,
they would.
I kind
how
of want to
many
make these people work really hard for $1 for really long. This is great.
No, I've seen those YouTube videos where people do that. They buy like a bunch of Fiverr people, and the people that charge $1 are just like grab it and then re-upload your like the same thing you gave them. They'll just re-upload. Okay,
They'll
there you go,
upload
it's
it
done.
to 50 Center.
Yeah. Exactly. They just keep passing it. The Fiverr people keep passing it to the next
I know.
Fiverr,
Oh wait,
like a little
you're
bit.
saying they take your thing and then sell it as their product to someone else? Is that what?
Yeah,
it is?
yeah, that's essentially what they do
Well,
on Fiverr.
they buy
Yeah.
like another person to do the work for cheaper than what they quoted you for.
That's how Fiverr. That's how a lot of Fiverr works. Is someone will be like, "I will do a great job," right? And then you'll pay them whatever, $100 an hour, whatever it is, right, to do something.
And then they
And
pay
then
someone
they
20
will
bucks.
pay someone $20
Yeah.
an hour to actually do it. And then the person that's getting $100 an hour might go through and like slightly add a couple little bits on it, but usually those people just like, okay, I got someone else to do it. That'll
Dude, I'm
do it for
gonna
less.
get 100 side hustles like this, like the play me or whatever, and then the Fiverr
I'm
stuff.
telling you, yeah, just the epal.gg. You just put yourself up there for like $500 for one game or something, and then you just pray that someday one person a year buys you, you know, and then you're like, I'll take it.
Announcing our
What?
first sponsor, epal.gg.
What taxes on that Fiverr shit would be such a pain.
No, Fiverr does it, so you don't have to do it.
But like if you delegate to other people and stuff.
Yeah, that you'd have to call those expenses. They wouldn't be that bad though. Fiverr does.
Okay,
Yeah,
if
but
you just,
let's
I was
be
thinking of like
honest,
proper
the-
like trying to do employees or something.
And let's be honest, Fiverr is doing it as independent contractors, so they don't give a shit. And
Yeah,
the
the
people
people
doing
on
it don't really give a
Fiverr,
shit either, because most likely a lot of them aren't paying taxes on some of that. Like,
The majority
Yeah,
of
it
them
depends on how
probably
much
aren't
they
even in the U.S., Dekie.
right? A lot of them probably aren't in the U.S., so they don't really. I don't know how their taxes work, but I don't think it's as much as we have to do.
I want to start
Yeah.
making taxes as complicated as possible for myself. I'm gonna like have income in like 3 different countries and
Yep.
like across multiple different states. It's gonna be a
Charborg.
nightmare. My taxes are
Welcome to
gonna
my
be
world.
nuts.
Charborg's financial planner or Charborg's accountant is going to be like, you really don't need to be paid out in this Brazilian currency. There's no need for this. And
But
One
can we
time
keep-
I.
What'd you say?
Oh, one time I actually, my one of my business partners thought it'd be funny to donate to me in rubles. He actually changed currency into rubles, like Russian currency,
and it converted
and
once
donated it to
into
me.
ruble, then converted again into U.S.
Right.
dollar.
And then
he-
when I got it, I
yeah.
had to do a shit ton of paperwork because I accepted it in rubles and then had to transfer it over. And it was for the business account, so it looked super fucking sketchy. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, for like $10 worth of rubles, you know? It was just like a bunch of work, and I got $10 out of it. I should have just immediately pressed deny, send back, do not accept.
We had,
hey, if you ever want to piss kings off, just send them rubles, I guess.
Oh, God.
yeah, that's gonna be the meme now. You're gonna have to deal with this.
Hmm.
Nothing can be done about it. We had our bank call us this morning, and it was my girlfriend. I just heard them on the phone, and they said, "Oh, hi, we're just calling to verify a transaction that was made off of your card that seems fraudulent. Blah blah blah. It was for Mojang, Mojang, and she's like, yes, I was, and they're like, oh yeah, it was coming from Sweden, so we just wanted to make sure. And she's like, yes, that was me.
I've had my card canceled twice, and it was even worse than that. It was for an Amazon purchase because Amazon headquarters is based out of Seattle or something, and my card was not canceled, but it was frozen because they thought that someone stole my card, went to Seattle, bought stuff, even though Amazon's like a well-known company online. Like, this was 3 years ago. Amazon was still huge 3 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
but I was like, it was a local bank, and I'm like, yeah, I did purchase something online where their headquarters is in Seattle. Have you ever heard of Amazon? Do you know what the internet is? Like, it was so dumb.
I had
We
that
also
happen getting
noticed
gas once.
We also noticed a purchase for a mannequin and a bi-directional microphone.
Maybe that's what it was.
On your account, Charborg. We're just checking, make sure that was you.
No, that wasn't me. I'm trying to think who could have done this. Go ahead and cancel that.
And cancel the yoga pants too. Those aren't. I didn't buy
The
those.
yoga pants, I don't need it. Sorry.
You ordered these extra small yoga pants? And I'm like, no, that couldn't have been me.
I had my card declined on me yesterday when I went to Home Depot to buy a paintbrush because I had to paint those patchy spots on my wall before I put up my sign. And my card declined. I've never had a credit card decline before. And the lady looks at me and she's like, "Yeah, your card declined." And I'm like, "Huh? That can't be right." And she's like,
it's the worst feeling because
It's
you're
the
like
worst
you're
feeling.
like they're judging me, and you're like, no,
Yeah.
I promise that I have money,
Yeah.
and they're
Like-
like, sure, you have fucking money, you don't
Yeah.
deserve to
Get
buy
outta
this
here.
paintbrush. And you're like, no, but come on, man, I know my
out of my
finances, something's
store.
wrong in the bank.
What, are you going to go paint the sidewalk, you homeless guy?
"What do you need these paintbrushes for? You're gonna make meth with them, you fucking loser." Yeah, my card PayPal shut off my card. I guess PayPal had like a security breach, and they sent me out a new card, but I hadn't got the new card yet, so I didn't know, and they canceled it. So I was just fucking card declined. See you, loser. Get fucked.
So, did you have a second card, or did you have to pay in cash?
Yeah, I used my debit card.
Yeah, okay.
But,
It's always an awkward thing because you always have, once you get to a certain age, you have multiple cards. You have different bank accounts.
You don't get
for
any
different
points
things.
on your debit cards, kids. You should never be
Exactly.
using your debit card.
Exactly.
Ever.
So eventually you get a credit card, and then you're like, okay, well now I put a credit. Then you also have your debit. Then you might have another account. And it just gets to an annoying thing. But it's just annoying when like someone's like, oh, your thing's canceled. And when the Amazon thing happened, it was a gas station that told me it, and then I had to drive to my bank, which was right there, But still, I walked into the bank and I was like, my cards thing. And then they were like, oh, yeah, we know. We declined this a while ago. I was like, why wasn't I told? Like,
Did you check the
I
picture?
may be embarrassed.
There's a picture
one of
with
the
a
weird
letter on
things-
it that you should have received. And you have to pluck the little note off of them that tells you your bank's been
Yeah.
declined.
no, the weird thing is, too, they didn't stop the Amazon order. It was on the way. It was almost at my house. And
Oh, dude, you know what's? I did the same thing last night. I bought I bought some Comtax. I bought some fucking like
okay.
IRO Comtax. I'm gonna go to the range with my.
Tarkov
I'm
loser.
going to the range with my buddy in a few days, and I'm tired of using like earplugs, so I bought like the active noise canceling headphones, and I used that credit card. It's like auto saved on my Amazon, right? And the order went through, but the card doesn't show that I purchased anything on Amazon, but it shipped. So I don't know if I just got like a free Amazon item. Amazon hacks, Amazon life hacks. Cancel your credit card. Buy as much as you can on Amazon immediately after.
I want to make sure Charborg doesn't worry too much. If you see ZChum a little bit fuzzy, don't worry about it. It'll be good in the end.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
sure,
I'm
I
really
know.
worried about my quality. I don't want to appear as ugly.
Let me see
here.
your quality.
do I look?
You look okay. Yeah, you look okay today. You're fine.
I want to make it more work for you guys.
sitting there just absolutely terrified that my camera quality is too low.
Yeah.
Here,
Actually,
how old is-
Charborg's currently. Let me see what he's doing, guys. He's currently just eating a banana without chewing, just whole thing. Just wow. That's holy. That's
Wow.
that's a nice
Charborg
offer.
Room Reveal.
That is
God.
amazing. That's where it's all done, ladies and
Can you
gentlemen.
hear me from all the way back here?
Yeah, you sound great.
That's where the magic happens.
Okay, audio just stopped in my right ear. I'm gonna have to. Wait, I think I fucked something up. My arm is about to hit the ceiling fan. What?
Whack, 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 whack.
All right, I'm back.
We got we got the Charborg Room Reveal.
We got the
Gamer
seat
Hole
reveal. We got the gamer
exclusive.
chair.
I don't even know. I didn't even think about what was in the background. I think there's a lot of trash.
A lot of
A
identifying.
couple of boxes.
We most likely won't even use that footage because it'll be harder to edit.
I feel like we have
Make
to
this
now.
as easy
Come
as
on.
possible.
We pay Hexloom. He can cut in a 30-second clip of Charborg's room, right?
Yeah.
He'll just have to edit out that clearly identifying family photo and driver's license and
I keep his driver's license and credit card right.
I
next
keep
to
a
each other.
credit
It's
card
weird.
like right behind me with a mirror behind that, so you can see those numbers on the back. At all times, I have this behind me. We need to make this as hard as possible to edit. What if we just keep making like visual jokes that need to be like?
everything has to be explained, dude. We have to babysit Aqua. He spent he spent probably 20 minutes of the last episode holding up like N64 controllers and GameCube controllers and not explaining at all what he was doing and just going like, I had a friend that held the controller like this.
Yeah, because Spotify listeners are really gonna love
and everyone
it.
on Spotify is gonna be like, oh wow, he held it like this.
Yeah, you gotta explain it for the.
Okay, don't even cut in that part when I open my cam, because I'm looking now. I don't have no clue what's back here. There's gonna be addresses. There's gonna be like.
Don't worry, we'll make a Hexloom. Put it in, but he will have to blur everything 40%, so you barely see what's going on. It's just the chair.
Or no, even worse than that. We're gonna need a like mask created around my chair and blur the background, but keep the chair in focus.
Yeah, and we actually want some movement with Adobe After Effects.
I want a PNG on screen, or I'm gonna freak out.
You know what's funny is Hex puts a lot of time in those intros as well, where
and then he just has to like render out the rest of it. He just
renders out the rest without any extras.
Hex, I'm pretty sure it takes Hex more time doing his intros than it does to actually like do the episodes, which is why
for sure.
I hope you enjoyed the intro, YouTube people.
Please enjoy
that
the
happened
intros.
before this. I bet it was awesome. I bet it was
good.
Fantastic.
Last week's was great. It was like a performance.
A performance one that
it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It really touched my soul.
It did.
Like a ghost hunter.
Thank you, Hex.
I'm actually kind of paranoid now because the picture behind me is actually my like property.
Yeah, they're gonna find it
I-
on Google Images.
I'm now
They're coming
thinking
for you,
about
Kings.
like these
Well, no
people
one
trying to find
fucking
our
knew
Google
that
images.
until you said it was my property, Kings. I just thought it was
No,
some
I said it
random...
before. I said it before.
I
I
just
said it
thought
when
it was
you first
some
came
random
on.
ass forest.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna find those trees.
Those trees are
I'm already
very
looking on Google Maps at the.
Actually,
above
4
you.
of those trees do not grow except for within a.
You're
10
just
miles
giving
of
me
my
more
property.
intel I need.
Yeah,
to
dude,
try
you're
and-
just giving...
to track your
you're just
location.
giving
That
Charborg
that
more and more
firefly
info.
above me. That firefly above me is only in one video game, so good luck with finding me.
What's
Yeah.
the pH level of your dirt? Huh? You want to spill any more beans?
8.1. I don't know.
I'm on my way as we speak.
I'll meet you at 5.
My other question is that a 4-wheeler in the back, Kings?
Okay,
Seems to be
don't
some type
don't
of
notice
vehicle.
that. Yes, that is an
So you
ATV.
had to travel a bit of a ways
I'm,
from your house.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Writing this
I'm
down.
noticing the moss appears to be on the far side of those trees. It looks like the sun is in about the 4th quadrant there. Are you in the northern hemasphere, King?
I am. No, I can't
Wow,
divulge that.
ZChum really
cannot
narrowing
divulge
it down with that one.
We're joking now, but I can tell he's just getting more and more nervous.
I'm kind of getting nervous because I do like to staple driver's license and credit cards to trees sometimes, and I'm just wondering if any of those trees.
Just
Fucking people are enhancing. Oh, I think I see a credit card in the distance.
Just in case anybody wanders onto King's property and needs to know who lives there, King's puts his entire birth certificate on each tree.
Yeah.
So I was on Twitter the other night, right?
Mhm.
And I have like a friend I grew up with who I follow on Twitter, and he's trying to like be a YouTuber or a VTuber, sorry. And he just
VTuber?
retweets like the VTuber, yeah, he's trying to do like the VTuber thing. And he just retweets like the funniest shit, but it's also like if you don't understand him, then it just looks like kind of like cringe and almost like just really deplorable, like decrepit shit if you don't get who's tweeting it, right? And he retweeted some fucking like deviant art anime inflation porn of like a bunch of like anime characters weighing like 1,000 pounds just like spilling out of their clothing. And I was just like scrolling past and I saw it and I was like, oh, this fucking maniac, what a funny guy. And I went over to Discord to like type something to Kings or Aqua or something. I started typing and then I noticed like things on Twitter were happening, like a post opened and then shut and then opened again. And I looked over and I'm like, oh, I'm like typing in Twitter. It's like opening shit. So I just like closed the post, went back to Discord. Maybe like 6 minutes go by and I start seeing like, whoa, why do I have so many Twitter DMs? And then I see like a bunch of people DMing me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is this? Like, ZChum, I didn't know you were a fucking freak. What is this shit? I was like, I retweeted it. What the fuck? I don't know who's yeah, dude, who's the dipshit at Twitter who decided we needed like a keyboard shortcut for retweeting shit? Like, who's sitting at their computer just going like using Twitter to like
they're like optimized Twitter scrolling. And here's the thing,
Twitter
I wish there was an
running.
option. I want an option to disable the ability to like shit, because the amount of times that I'm like, I just woke up in the morning and I'm scrolling like a mile deep in some weird Twitter thread, and I like fall asleep and then wake up and my thumb has liked some bullshit.
And you've like mashed your screen and now you've retweeted and liked a bunch of weird shit. Yeah.
There's Twitter's scary on your phone.
What'd you say?
Twitter is scary on your phone because that's what happens. You accidentally press a bunch of shit you don't want to.
And then you have like a like for some weird inflation porn that you didn't like all that much.
It wasn't even that good.
You only kind of liked, yeah. But no, I saw when ZChum did that, right? And I'm I'm a boomer. I'm not much of a zoomer, whatever. And I saw it and I was like, oh, weird. Okay, some zoomer funny stuff, whatever. And I just kept going because I know ZChum's,
he's
a little bit of a memer.
Yeah.
Right, he's a little memer. He's a zoomer. He knows what he's doing.
That was a little farther than I usually take it.
Right, and I was like, oh, this is weird, but I guess it's like the funny thing that kids do nowadays. And then I just kept going. But then later, ZChum told me the story, and I was like, oh.
It's all damage control. You liked it on purpose, and you saw the feedback and the response. And you're like, yeah,
I was so stressed, dude. Oh. Because like BSG just followed me a few months ago. I was like, I finally got BSG on board. They're following my Twitter. Pastilli finally followed me. Wellen finally followed me. And I'm like, well, great. These guys are all gonna think I'm a fucking weirdo now. They're all...
Did you tweet about it?
I think they already knew. Yeah, I think they knew that. They don't.
No, I should have tweeted about it because it was a funny
story. Apology. To those of you who saw the big inflation porn that I retweeted, I want to apologize. My sincerest apology.
I'm going to come right out and say it. I was hacked. All right. Someone hacked my account.
All they did was just retweet this one thing. They could have done so much worse. They just retweeted this one image.
Do you remember, like in high school? I don't know. Maybe you guys. You guys are all about the same age as me. They probably still do this in high school. When you like, if someone kept something logged in on a computer at school,
somebody goes,
people
hacked.
I hacked
Oh,
you. It's
got
like,
'em.
yeah, I forgot to log out. That means you're a hacker. Good job. Like,
okay, back in the day, Facebook's security protocols were shit. So Facebook used to
They
not
were
run
shit,
over
yeah.
SSL, first of all, in the early days of Facebook. So Facebook
That's
wouldn't
scary.
have an encrypted connection. And on any local network, you could hijack a Facebook session and post as them. So I had this Android app when I was in college, 2013 maybe. There's this Android app that you could use to hijack unsecured data sessions on the network and then just send your own data so you could post to someone else. So I would sit in class just fucking bored out of my mind on the school's network, and I would just hijack session data for Facebook.com, and I would just like post random shit. It just took a massive shit, ha ha ha, and it would just be on some like some just random girl's account. It was great.
No, ZChum would love it because halfway through like his class, he might hear someone go ah, like scream and realize.
But also, what happened was anytime somebody got hacked now, even if it wasn't me, I did it maybe like 3 or 4 times as like, how funny, I hacked people's Facebooks forever ago, right? When it was unsecure. Then it got a little harder. If you wanted to hack someone's Facebook, you had to like guess all their security questions and shit. And now it's like near impossible. But not that I try now because I was a child and it was fun.
Yeah.
But
let's just say allegedly, just in case.
Anytime somebody got fucking hacked after that, dude, they would like freak the fuck out on me, and I'm like, I didn't hack everyone, all right? I'm not the only person in the world trying to get into your Facebook. I did it 3 times, and now I'm like the only guy in all of our town that would dare to hack anybody.
That's a cool title to have, though, dude. You're the hacker. You're the Facebook hacker. Everyone knows you.
The Facebook hacker, goddamn.
Yeah,
notorious.
It's a cool title until someone hacks your Facebook and posts some fucking child porn or something, and you blame me for it. And then it's not as cool of a title.
Yeah. We found this website one time. I don't even remember what it was. It was when we were very young. This website that was like you could just watch security cameras from like random fucking places. I still don't even know what it was. I haven't even thought about it in forever. But like we like thought it was so cool. We were sitting there like for hours, just like skipping around and just watching and being like, we might see something crazy. And like
I watched a baby sleep.
That's a little out of the realm of what we were doing. We were just watching like a video feed of a doc, and like you would see somebody walk by every 10 minutes. But no, we didn't watch any children sleeping.
It was like a baby in a crib, and it was like a baby monitor.
How
and like,
what? How would you get into that?
It was on like one of those sites you were talking about. Like you just like
fuck?
click next, and it just goes to like unsecured feeds.
So
and I was like,
crazy.
this is the most creepy shit in
Someone
the world.
who isn't me, and also happened past the what's that term for crimes that happened like over 7 years ago? Statute of limitations, right? Someone who
It's not for everything.
Liberty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one, Charborg.
That's what I was thinking of. That big green bitch. Someone who isn't me used to hack into IP cameras by using this website where it was like an Internet of Things searcher, and you could search for IP cameras by searching for their like make and model, and a lot of them came with default usernames and default passwords that people didn't bother to change. It was usually admin or admin123 or
Password,
admin and then just blank. And dude, you'd get these. You could search for a specific IP camera that has a speaker built into it, so you can talk through it, and then you can set your audio device input on Internet Explorer as a soundboard, and you can play funny meme sounds at 3 a.m. on someone's home security system and throughout their entire house.
Wow. I am glad that this hypothetical person is not in this call.
Yeah, he's not here.
Very bad
terrible
man.
person. Yeah.
But baby monitors were off limit. Like they were there, and you could definitely like blast audio over babies. But at least the people I was
just
hanging
your
out
crons
with
are waking babies up around the...
you
know what you do? You
just scheme.
you freak the parents out. You like just get like one of those meme fart sounds, and like it's like 3 a.m, and then like from the baby's room you just hear like this massive like echoey reverby fart.
Like God
the reverb one or the nerf this.
And why baby just say nerf this and then shit?
They would do like the emergency alert broadcast sound for like a nuclear strike.
That's fucked up.
A nuclear launch has been detected.
Wait, I gotta cover my bases here. When I was on this website watching these security cameras, am I going to prison? Because allegedly it wasn't even me.
Ago?
Yeah, allegedly, I don't know the rules, but allegedly it wasn't you. It was
allegedly, we didn't do any of this. Everything that is said on the gamer hole is a joke.
They're all hyperboles.
So I could admit to some more shit.
Charborg
honestly,
Charborg isn't even a real person. He's an AI. So anything
sometimes we talk about how we're doctors. So I think we're
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, we give lots of medical advice as long as we say,
Dekie actually lives in Finland or something. It's just, everything you know about the gamer hole is a lie. The fuck is going on over there?
Deckie's dogs are going crazy. So that is a nice chair, though.
I'm playing a dog whistle through a security cam.
In the other room. God damn it.
Spotify.
No, but I also did that. I didn't do anything that bad. But in college, I did run a business off the college's free hosting and free internet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think a lot of people
everybody,
do
dude.
But,
When I was in college, I sent. Okay.
Deckie's dog. They're going crazy. Yeah.
Damn. Dekie, we're trying to run a podcast here. Doesn't he know the gamer hole is very professional?
We're charging him for this. We're docking his pay. Yeah.
Spotify listeners' ears are just going to be screaming at them. Oh, this dog.
This is going to be a new reoccurring segment. This is like the dog week or something.
What the dog doing section. Fuck, what were you saying, Kings? Free hosting.
I was saying I did that with DayZ servers and stuff like that, like back in the day.
I didn't live in the dorms when I went to college. I was like, fuck that. I rented out, and it was cheaper to actually rent out like a collegiate apartment off campus.
My school made me do it for the first year. Like the first year, you have to do dorms.
I had a buddy who lived in the dorms, and Christ, Dekie. He could have at least muted his fucking mic. Oh my god.
He is getting attacked right now. That's what's happening.
Hey, man.
Let's see the explanation here.
What the fuck was that, Dekie?
Do you need to mute? Do you need to mute, friend?
The plumber's here. So I've had a reoccurring problem in this building. Do you need the keys? Yeah, see. I'll tell you guys about it in a minute.
God damn it.
Have fun, Hexloom. Edit this one up.
I think we're gonna just mute. Let's just mute Dekie's audio track from here until he comes back, I think.
Yeah, but we can't talk over dogs.
Yeah, we can talk. We'll just mute Dekie's audio track.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be hard with the dog barking.
Fuck it. Whatever.
Oh, fuck it. Go ahead.
When I was in college, my buddy lived in the dorms, and they get free electricity in the dorms. So I sent him 3, I'm going to say Bitcoin miners. They were like script coin miners, but 3 Bitcoin miners. I probably made like $6,000 that semester, and I paid him like a quarter of it to keep it in there and deal with like the overwhelming noise and heat it generated. But we got away with that for like 3 semesters. I think like a year and a half of having these
did they ever stop engines.
No, he just moved
'cause
out of the dorms.
We actually had people that did similar stuff. I mean, when I went to school, we weren't Bitcoin mining or anything, but
server hosting
people would put stuff in the basement, right? In like the basement sections or like the cooler sections, they would put like server hosting and stuff like that. It's like plug it into the internet, like all in the basement or in like a subsection that no one really cares about or really checks.
Yeah.
You just put it in there and turn it on, let it go.
Man, I just fell asleep in my car in college. I didn't do anything that crazy.
Very eventful.
I had the cigarette lighter. It was great. It was wild.
Welcome back, Dekie.
How's your plumber?
Yes. Sorry. If we're well, I run up and down some stairs.
Dekie hasn't been working out, as you guys can tell.
I moved into this new apartment a month and a half ago, and there seems to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The water goes out for 2 to 3 days a week.
Mm.
And at first, Mexico City's like up on a mountain, so it's hard to like get water up here in the first place. A lot of neighborhoods don't have water problems all the year, but even some of the nicer neighborhoods and stuff where I live, and once a year, twice a year, there'll be a water shortage, and you got to, watch out. And usually all the apartments have a ton of reservoirs on the roof and everything. Even when I moved in here, they were like, yeah, we got, this many reservoirs. We just added some in more. So even during the shortages, you'll be fine. I was like, oh, this is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But then just the water just doesn't run half the time. So it's been a very long and reoccurring problem. I am actually covered in gamer gunk right now because I haven't showered today because there was no water. And I have been frequently taking showers just by dumping a jug of water on my head, soaping up, and then dumping another jug of water on my head. So it's been a little bit inconvenient, but we've been, in direct communication with the landlord quite a bit, as in almost every day. And he's had people out here working on it all the time. So it was one of the plumbers coming in for that.
I'll tell you what someone's doing. Like ZChum and myself, someone has taken the business approach and they've gone to those reservoirs and started tapping water and selling it to people.
Yes.
And now you are out of reservoir. Very business-like people.
Trade offer. I get your water and you get no water for a
good
couple days.
That plumber that came in is not a plumber. I hate to tell you. He is just one of the men who is tapping the water.
Hey, that guy just told you that your landlord sent him. He's here to steal the rest of the water.
Oh, shit. But I've at first, we thought it was a water shortage when we first moved in. We were like, okay, so we don't have any water today. It's fine. It's like we just didn't see the announcements about the water shortage.
And all your neighbors are coming out with wet hair and clean. And...
Well, we went to a restaurant, or we walked by a restaurant down below us, and we were like, "You guys have water there?" Like, yeah. And we were like, okay. And then there's an apartment building next to us. Somebody was coming out. We were like, you guys have water? And they're like, yeah. And so we were like, okay, so it's a building thing. So then we started talking to people in the building. And the scary part is apparently this has been a reoccurring problem for a few months now of just the water going out. And apparently they've been working on it. And there's always people here working on it. Who these people are, I think they just want to keep getting paid so they don't fix it. But yeah, so there's some water issues, and they're probably not going to get fixed. So that's okay. Yeah, it's not an inconvenience to me. I don't mind being a gamer and not showering.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, one of life's necessities, fresh water. It's fine.
You don't need that. You can actually filter that out of your system if you try hard enough. There's a detox.
Well, I mean,
detox the need for hydration for water.
I started when I was 13. I just.
He only drinks milk now.
Oh God,
that's gross. Milk is gross.
But I mean, it really isn't that big of an inconvenience to me. I already have hand sanitizer around because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I already buy my drinking water.
With hand sanitizer.
And yeah, I do like to take a shower, but if I gotta skip a day, no biggie. All I do is sit inside and game. So it isn't the end of the world to me. But when I do need to take a shower, when it's been 2 days, you got to call it. You got to be like, okay, we got to do something. So yeah, that's when I just get the big jugs of water and pour it on myself, which is honestly kind of fun.
Well, you just go in the you just stand in the shower and just dump water on yourself.
Yeah. And, I go and I'll buy 2 really big ones. We just did it last night. We bought 4 of them last night. And yeah, so you just dump it on your head, get your hair wet, get your body wet, then you lather up, put your shampoo in, and then you dump it on yourself again.
Yeah.
It's not the most thorough shower, but it works.
Keep the jugs of water Make your dogs cuddle up with it. Put it in the dog bed so it's kind of warmer.
That's the part that sucks. It's cold. Yeah. So that's a recurring problem. I'm sorry for the inconvenience and interruption.
That's fine.
He's up there doing something right now with some
We'll make
pipes.
Hex do it.
It's fine.
Get
you're
him on the
fired.
podcast.
It's fine.
Oh God, our special guest today will be the plumber from Texas.
I even told him, I was like, I'm on a video call, and I was hoping he'd like walk in here.
Damn, we should have had him. You should have had him get on. We should have We should have forced Charborg to interview this Mexican plumber.
I'd do it.
Get the details on what's really wrong with the building.
Now, are you sucking
Charborg's
water
like
out of the
fucking-
system? Are you?
Charborg's like grilling him, interrogating him. He's like, "Where were you yesterday? What did you eat for breakfast?"
I'm a very important gamer, and you're wasting my time by not being. By wasting the time on the podcast by doing this plumbing work. So you better give me explanations right
We
now.
are bleeding
Actually,
money
that's-
right now.
Quit beating around the bush. We know you're taking the water. No,
Do you have a hanging light by chance, Dekie?
No English.
Do you have a hanging light? Yeah, like one of those ones that we can like slap and like it'll like go back and forth as we interview him.
For the interrogation room?
Dude, this brings me back to Charborg. Have you seen the JCS Criminal Psychology videos?
Yeah, I've seen some of those. There was one
Fuck
recently
yeah.
that blew up that everyone was watching.
Hell yeah!
I didn't watch
the one
that
of
one.
that school shooter, and it says like, "Wait, you're not a psychologist." That one
Is that the recent one that's been blowing
yeah,
up?
it's got like 45 million views or
I
something.
didn't see that one, but I have seen a lot of those. I like
I've
them, dude.
watched like every single one of those. I can't get enough of watching stupid dipshits get interrogated, dude.
Yeah, it's hard once you start watching it. Like you're like, oh, I was supposed to be watching this while I was eating my sandwich, and now it's been like 45 minutes.
And now I'm just staring at it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a thing where it's like it catches you too off guard. You don't expect to get as absorbed because it's still on your second monitor, and you're like uncomfortably turned watching it while you're like doing something else.
It's the perfect amount of intrigue to like keep it going when you finished like doing what you were actually doing, and it's still playing, and you're like, damn, look at this stupid asshole who abducted and killed this coworker and thinks he's getting away with it. What a fucking idiot.
My dream is to end up on one of those, dude. I'm not gonna do anything bad. I'm just gonna I
What?
gotta get on that feed. I'm not gonna like kill anybody, but I am gonna get interviewed on there.
There was
No,
one. There was one of a dude who like, he did like the same. It was a guy who got brought in, and the cops kept saying, "You match the description. We know it was you. We know you did it. We have overwhelming evidence that says you did it. We have you on video." And the guy's like, "I just came in to cooperate with you guys as a witness."
Oh, I saw that one. He wasn't even guilty.
Yeah, he wasn't even
It
guilty,
was like-
dude. Like six cops got fired for it. There was like huge outcry about it. The dude didn't do shit. He
Yeah, the
literally
video
came
was
in
like
to help.
it was like talking about body language for liars versus people who are telling the truth, and how like some case like how there's not cases that make sense for everything. Like sometimes people just act like a liar even though they're telling the truth, and like. Yeah, it was just like this. Everybody thought this dude was lying, but he's like, "What do you mean? I like volunteered to help you guys." Like, fucking dude, I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna act crazy.
No, I think
I'm gonna show up and get on a 45 million view video.
I don't think
That's
you
what I-
have to
that's what I
do
think.
much to get on there. I think you just have to like be accused of committing a crime and get interrogated by police pretty much anywhere. And
I
you're gonna
hacked
see
Facebook
Charborg, like
accounts.
stealing. Charborg's gonna steal like bubble gum from the freaking store a bunch.
Charborg's
just to
gonna
try to get
hack-
on that show.
he's gonna hack somebody's home security system and play fart noises until they fucking arrest him.
And then I act crazy, and then it's a perfect storm. It's gonna blow up.
There was
And then at the end, just go subscribe to my YouTube channel.
There's this
Yeah,
one
at
of this. No, the whole time he just keeps saying, "Subscribe to Charborg on YouTube. Subscribe to Charborg."
Oh no! Here's how
We
you
know
make
you
it.
killed her.
Here's how you make it even better, because they would just cut that out, right? They would cut that out of the thing. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm not showing this guy self promotion. What I do
Right,
instead is
right.
I have an ARG planned where I basically like have this big mystery around, and I keep doing this like tapping, like And they're like, everybody's like, why is he tapping? I have no idea. And it blows up in this huge thing where everybody's trying to figure out why I'm tapping. And they find out it's a cipher for something else. And then it reveals that it just says subscribe to my YouTube. And then they're searching for the answer.
The tapping is a cipher to decode your blinking Morse code, which is actually just a message to drink more Ovaltine at the end of the day.
I come in there without showering like Dekie. I'm talking about how my water, like the guy's sucking water out of my pipes or whatever. And
like a 1970s gas thief. He has like a little tube that he like sucks and then puts his thumb on it and then creates like a vacuum to pull it all out.
I want to try that at least once in my life. I want to suck some of the gas out.
I would love.
Have you
to
never
try and
siphoned?
siphon. No.
No.
Oh, I've siphoned.
Of course
Why would
not.
I have-
Nobody does this
Why
except
would I
for
have
you.
to siphon? Why
No,
would I have to
like if you're
siphon
out of gas, it's your ATV and your tractor or whatever, right? And
My
you know,
ATV, my tractor.
you take your ATV and you
Right.
siphon your ATV to put it in the tractor.
Yeah, what
No,
kind
I
of
live in the
ATV?
modern
Very
world.
rare, but
What
I don't
kind of
have to- I don't have to
ATV and
drink
tractor do you own, Charborg?
how many ATVs do you own, Charborg?
I own 2 ATVs, a BM42 tractor. I made that up.
Good model.
That's a good model. It is.
I've got my John Deere.
John Bentley.
I actually disassembled. If I could just rotate my camera a little bit, you'd be able to see. I disassembled my ATV and reassembled it indoors.
Good
I did
call.
have to do a bit of gas siphoning for that one, but
I actually I was working on my gas tank on my car, so I had to siphon all the gas out, and I siphoned it all out, and I didn't have a big enough jerry can to store it, so I had to put the gas in my Camry and then use my Camry as fuel storage. And then when I finished fixing the gas tank, I went to go put the gas back in, and there's like an anti-siphon thing in my Camry.
Yeah, and the new ones
that like reroutes anything you try to push in there off to the side. And I was just fucked on gas. I couldn't get any of the gas back out.
Yeah.
What, people stealing gas in 2021?
A lot of people steal gas, right? So they put the
Dude,
anti-siphon
I can't
stuff in
imagine
cars.
getting your fucking gas stolen. Imagine you like go to Walmart to do some grocery shopping with like a half a tank of gas. You come out and it's fucking on empty. I'd be like, what the fuck happened to my gas?
I would think I just parked on a hill or something, and then I get down the road and I'm out of gas. And then next thing you know, the process continues. I'm siphoning gas out of a damn lawnmower somewhere.
you siphon gas out of another guy's car, and then he's fucked.
That's the only reason. One guy siphoned gas, and ever since then, it's just been people trying to fill their own cars because they got siphoned.
Someone comes out and I'm sucking on their motorcycle, and then
Sucking on their motor.
and then next thing you know, I'm on the Criminal Minds show or whatever.
That's what he's on there for. The serial siphon.
Have you seen the videos of people like stealing catalytic converters from cars? Because it's like it's such a fucked process, because you have to like jack the car up, and then you have to crawl under, and you have to use like an angle grinder or or like a Dremel or some sort of rotary tool to like just quickly grind out the fucking catalytic converter. And then it's heavy, it drops on you. You got to get it out, get it in your car, and then you have to jack the car back down, get your jack out, and then pack everything back up and drive away. And people try this shit on like just suburban roads, and people will like come outside and like just be filming them. Like, I called the police are on the way, and the thieves are like quickly trying to like pack everything up and get back in their car, and they've got like a sawzall and a fucking like fucking saw, and they're trying to like get everything back in their van. It's pretty pathetic.
Dude, these are skills we need to have. We need to develop this, because the second society starts collapsing, we got to be able to sustain ourselves.
They're going to be the
I
guys
think I'm going to
on
use
top.
catalytic converters.
Yeah,
The people who can suck gas and take catalytic converters off of cars.
It's just society's going to
useful
collapse,
skills.
and they're going to be like, you laughed at me, but look at me now. I've got a room full of catalytic converters.
I've got one under each arm, and I'm set. This is bread on my table.
Hey, it's been an hour, So
Oh.
okay, no, Dekie, you go, and then we'll start wrapping up.
This is very important to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Bezos is going to space.
Well,
And did we talk about this previously?
no,
I
but
don't know if we
it's-
did, but I'm very excited. I don't know if you could technically call it space, but he's going
It's
high
close
up in the
enough.
air. Yeah. But have you guys seen the petition to where he doesn't come back?
The possibility of Jeff not making it home.
Oh, no, they're signing a petition to where he's just not allowed back on Earth.
No re-entry.
Not that it's like his escape plan. Just like, we deny him
Are we at
re-entry.
that point yet? Are we at that point where if you leave space, you have to like fill out a bunch of forms to try to get back in?
They go around, pass around your immigration
NATO
forms.
or something just has like re-entry form to Earth.
Dude,
I don't know about this one.
I was recently thinking about like if Jeff or Elon, if a private company is the first to reach to land people on Mars, will those people act as a emissary of that company and abide by the company's rules, or will they follow like United States like country of origin laws?
Well, isn't that why the United States is funding a lot of these private ones or giving them a grant?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like when you get enough people on Mars, at the end of the day, you got like a couple hundred people on Mars, and they just say, "Fuck it, we're self-sustaining at this point."
they're not gonna fucking listen to U.S. laws.
Fuck,
They're just gonna say,
fuck the
you.
U.S.
Yeah.
government. We're the Mars government now. Fuck you.
But it won't.
That's when we get the expanse.
Yeah, that's when we get
right.
expanse.
But that's
But
the
that's
U.S.
not for a long
government
time
won't
because
want that. They'll want Mars and
Right.
the moon to be like U.S. nations,
and
right?
then the whole show Expanse will happen because that's
I loved
exactly-
Expanse.
Dude, how do
it
you-
was so sick.
How would you?
I haven't
like,
finished it.
What is Expanse?
It's a show where essentially that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
We put people on Mars, then we put people on like different places in order to keep a civilization on both and keep it like healthy. And then like, you treat people like shit, a lot of people that do a lot of work. And then they have the power to
People
keep you
revolt,
sustained.
Earth and
then-
Mars go
right,
into
and then
war.
Mars and
Yeah.
Mars and Earth is like
It
that
was
You
war.
can't
and
out
so that's
such a
a
good
good
firepower
show.
Earth. If you're on Mars with 100 little dickheads, how are you going to out firepower Earth,
this-
dude? You
this-
just
well,
shoot
no,
a
no.
rocket.
It would have to be in like a long time,
We're
like,
talking
after they
like
become
200
self-sustained.
years in the
Yeah,
future.
they are a very self-sustaining Mars.
Once
at that
it's
point,
self-sustained, that's
Whatever
when it's
happens,
like, we don't really
Mars will eventually become self-sustaining once they can pull
they can do it,
liquid
yeah.
from the atmosphere of Mars to like create
Yeah.
drinking water.
Right. If
We
if
already
they
been.
squeeze
We
their
don't need
poop-
drinking water. We just need to train the human body.
Milk. Train the human body.
Martians don't need water to live. They eat rocks and
They all
potatoes.
just drink milk. Their dairy production is out of control.
I just imagine self-sustaining differently because I guess I was imagining much more small scale. I was imagining like a corn plant and like Dekie's like strung up water system. And then that I was imagining just shooting a catapult at Mars and it wiping
Yeah.
out the entire colony. But that makes more sense if they've got some
It
shit.
knocks over one husk of corn or whatever, and you're like, "Yep, they're gone. They're gone. They can't afford it anymore."
That's how you know a society's self-sustaining. Whenever people are sucking gas out of cars, that's when it's truly they're far enough to be considered self-sustaining.
Yeah, you've reached a real peak. You can finally go to war when your citizens are sucking gas out of car.
Only then, not a moment before.
Fucking Mad Max
My-
must be great.
My
yeah.
serious concern, Dekie, is that Jeff Bezos is going to beat even Elon. Not that Elon is some fucking shining bastion of goodwill, but if Elon or Jeff beat the U.S. government to Mars, and they start setting up shop, we're gonna have like Mars trademarked Amazon. Have
Yeah.
a massive Amazon logo across the fucking surface of the moon.
I
Right, well,
prefer that than the U.S. have it.
You know what's
I
going
don't
to
want
happen?
some fucking private company.
I'm
But
calling
then,
it
then
right
we
now.
get into the corporation, the like the problem where the corporations are the
I want the
government, not the
cyberpunk
government.
future. I want corpos ruling everything.
Jeff Bezos is going to go into space. I'm telling you right now, this is going to happen. He's going into space just outside the Earth's atmosphere and coincidentally the Earth's laws. And he's going to commit tax evasion on a massive scale over billions of dollars just a few measly miles away from the Earth's surface.
That's true.
And then he's going to come back down to Earth, a changed man.
And also
a
inject
free man.
himself with children's blood while he's up there.
Yeah.
And the nanotech.
He's got to live forever, yeah.
And then
wow,
overturn.
that is some big brain shit. I mean, yeah, they always have these loopholes and like, islands that the people store their money on, offshore accounts.
It's not
and
enough
shit.
anymore.
So
It's
if
not
he,
enough
if he goes to
off-world
outer
accounts.
space, right? If he goes to outer space and makes a bank up there and transfers everything to that bank account that's now hovering out of space, do we have any jurisdiction over that?
Who can say?
Or does the Mars?
what if he
Mars
starts-
Amazon take over?
Man, somebody's got to start setting up fucking Bitcoin nodes on some satellites or something.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. Yeah, Bitcoin node on a satellite.
Yeah.
Transfer it to that. Call it a day.
Not to bring up another subject, but can we all have a moment for our boy McAfee?
Oh yeah, that was a real bummer. Especially because he literally tweeted out, "I am happy here. I have a lot of friends. If I am found hung in my cell, Jeffrey Epstein style, it won't be because I committed suicide." And then he was found hung in his cell, committed suicide. Like,
dude, I was genuinely bummed on stream when I heard that. Not because I'm a McAfee fan. The guy's a freak.
He is a freak.
He was an interesting character.
He was interesting.
Right. That's why it's sad, because he was
bummed me out.
He was a fucking crazy dude. I mean, he was also accused of committing murder in like Belize or something.
Yeah.
But he was still awaiting trial or something. So guilty until innocent, innocent until
proven
guilty.
Yeah. He didn't even make it to the United States though. He died in.
Yeah, he died in a Spanish.
They had
prison.
literally like
Barcelona,
approved the extradition to the U.S. like hours before, and then he was dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the U.S. Didn't want McAfee talking about something.
Conspiracy theories.
Something pretty important.
The Clintons are behind that. They're behind it all, man. They're behind it all. You guys get me started on conspiracy theories. I'll talk for hours, and then I'm going to end up dead.
Great, you can talk for hours on the members special. We're going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching the Gamer Hole. Charborg, thank you so much for being here. You can find Charborg on YouTube and Twitch now, right, Charborg?
Yeah.
And YouTube again. Yeah.
YouTube and
Twitter,
Twitch.
and everywhere else.
Twitter, everywhere
and you can
else.
also find me in the police station filming one of those expert videos where I rant about something.
That's CHAR.
Also, look directly into your webcam. Look in your webcam. I'm watching right now. Wave to me.
We're going to go over and film our members only special now. If you're listening on Spotify, you can check out the members only special on YouTube by hitting the join button under the video. If you're on YouTube, you can hit the join button under the video to go watch the members special, extra video every week. Thank you for watching the Gamer Hole. Charborg, thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate you.
I had fun, guys.
And we will
well, don't leave because you're still on the member special.
Yeah.
I'm part of the
members. See you
members?
guys on the member special.
We can talk about Ghost.
Okay, I'm into this.
Dude,
thank you
the
for
members
watching.
special is where we all take off our clothes now. So
I thought Charborg was naked the entire time.
you have no idea. You can't tell.
Take it easy. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thank you for watching the Gamer Hole today. I hope you enjoyed your time in the hole with us. But if you want to see some exclusive content, every week we do a special episode as well as the occasional live stream, just some extra stuff. You can join the members program here on YouTube. There's a little join button down below the video there. Check it out. Either way, we'll see you again next week, every Thursday, forever.